Gun violence. It's on the vice president agenda, the president agenda, the Democratic agenda. Oh yes, and the Chicago Police Department agenda. They're finding gun violence is up because a large amount of people are coming in who basically are doing strong arm robbery at night, in the morning, in day, breaking in. A Starbucks was robbed by strong arm robbers went in there. Starbucks robbed everybody. And it's amazing how many businesses don't own firearms in Chicago because the police department and the city council doesn't want people owning firearms, especially store owners, and store owners that do. They had an AT&T the other day in Chicago, got robbed. The employees were all tied up, and every piece of merchandise and all the electronics inside that store was stolen because they knew that the owners can't own firearms. Now they may happen to have a right to carry, but the store itself can't have a firearm. Oh, that's great. And more students are being assaulted. Armed people out there. Well, one of these days somebody's going to fight back. But yeah. Back in '96, let me tell you about gun violence. They're seeing more AK-47s, automatic assault weapons, on the streets, and they want to ban all those. Well, before you ban that, let me explain something to you. There are 120,000 street gang members in Cook County. Okay? You going to disarm them? No, you're not. So, Mayor of Chicago says, well, we got to do something about gun violence and that. We're going to take away guns from the citizens. Yeah? Would you like me to shut off the electricity in Chicago? Once they learn something, like they do in Mexico, these gangs there, they shut off the power in the city so they can loot. I mean, the electric company, if you think the electric company is bad in Ukraine, these guys sit there with chains and they throw them over transformers, which go poof. Oh, they shoot the transformer. The neighborhood goes poof. And the same thing in that thing. All these gang members have to do is realize that transformer on that telephone pole in the alley, if you shoot at it, it drains of fluid and it goes poof, and a square block goes off. And you do it 2 or 3 square blocks in Chicago, and you're talking you can dilute a lot of places. The gun violence, of course there's gun violence. There's Chicago's a multi-billion-dollar drug trafficking area. Stuff flows into Chicago, then it be distributed in the Midwest. I'm quite sure the woman down the street who sells drugs, she's most likely she has guns to protect her drug trade. So what are you going to do about that? I have to give up my guns? Oh, you got to be kidding. I have to give up my Second Amendment to make you feel happy? Too bad. You know, the old saying, you picked a guy, they picked up a 14-year-old who hijacked. He was carrying a gun with him. Now, if you're going to be carrying a gun, you're going to use that gun. Charge him with the assault. Oh, we can't do it. He's only 14 years old. He's that good little boy gone bad for the weekend. He's carrying a gun. What are you talking about? You want to stop gun violence? Let's clamp down on it. You pick up a guy with a gun on the street that doesn't have a FOID card, throw a little butt in jail. But he's only a child. That child can kill. I mean, you have 8-year-olds who pull triggers on guns. I mean, a 14-year-old kid will pull a trigger on you. There's no reason for it, but that kid will fire a gun. The gun violence is up, yeah. Immigration is up too. Really up. Really up. and you got a big problem.